Today, we're going to talk about the best vehicles available to a certain nation once again. This time, it's all about the Italian Navy. The Regia Marina was certainly not a pushover for the Royal Navy, but they were still on a bit of a back foot from the very beginning of the conflict in the Mediterranean. As a result, they prioritized special operations, pulling off daring attacks with light torpedo boats and submarines, securing important cargo and protecting key convoys. At rank 1, we get one of the toughest boats at its BR, the VAS 201. Thanks to a big crew and decent displacement, she can easily take a volley of machine gun fire, while her low profile, something that is very common for Italian boats, allows for a lot of sneaky shenanigans. Yeah, the VAS 201 is not as fast as other boats at its level, but she has quite a lot of firepower. 2 quick-firing autocannons, 2 torpedoes, and 16 depth charges. That's a lot of toys that you can use when going against other boats at a range of up to 1.5 kilometers. Then we have the MS-53 torpedo boat, sitting proudly at rank 2. She's also armed with 2 20mm autocannons, but as opposed to the previous boat, it is significantly faster. She is also equipped with 2 additional torpedoes with an increased range of up to 8 kilometers. Rank 3. Let's take a look at the MV-611 motor gunboat. Performance-wise, it's not that different from the boats we just mentioned, but it packs a significantly bigger punch. 6 quick-firing 20mm autocannons can easily shred through any boat she encounters. Obviously, such firepower doesn't come for free. The MV-611 doesn't have torpedoes at all. Worth it, though. We climb higher to the 4th era and suggest that you should take a good look at the Folger P490. It's armed in the American fashion with 2 40mm Bofors guns and 4 torpedoes. It's not as fast as its Western counterparts, but has more survivability with a displacement of 191 tons and a crew of 38. We also simply have to mention the Folger P490, an event motor torpedo boat that you could get by participating in the 2020 Operation SUMMER event. That's summer for those of you who don't like my spelling. She's pretty special in the way you can customize its armament options. You can either outfit her with 3 40mm autocannons that can obliterate any other boat in literal seconds, or replace one of the guns with 2 torpedoes to give you more options when fighting heavier ships. Furthermore, the P493 is fast enough to keep up with Allied boats and even catch some enemies by surprise, but her survivability leaves much to be desired. Then we get to the ace of the Italian coastal fleet, the Saetta P494. At first glance, she's not that different from the previous model, but there is a very big but. This is the only boat in War Thunder equipped with a 5-round missile launcher. If you hit the enemy's magazine with one of those missiles, you can sink a destroyer, and at a range of up to 10 kilometers as well. Now, it's time to speak about the big girls, the Italian Blue Water Fleet. We'll start with the Dardo destroyer found at rank 1. She has a displacement of 2,100 tons, a crew of 185, and a maximum speed of almost 38 knots. When it comes to firepower, she's no slouch as well. You get 4 120mm cannons in 2 twin-gun turrets, 1 each fore and aft of the superstructure, as well as 6 torpedo tubes in 2 triple mounts. Obviously, the destroyer has some AA defense capabilities as well. provided by a pair of 40mm AA cannons and a pair of twin-gun mounts for 13.2mm machine guns. Next up is the Comandante Marcottini, a Rank 2 Italian destroyer. Her main battery consists of 4 135mm cannons that can penetrate up to 123mm of armor at 5 kilometers with their AP shells, and deal quite a lot of damage as well. Furthermore, the Comandante Marcottini has a rather robust anti-air defense system, 12 37mm AA cannons, and 2 20mm AA guns are no joke. At rank 3, we find the Attilio Regolo. When it comes to firepower, she's almost on the level of light cruisers, with 8 135mm guns in 4 turrets and a couple of quadruple torpedo tubes at your disposal. The ship can also give hell to aircraft with 8 37mm autocannons, as well as 8 20mm autocannons in 4 twin turrets located close to the center of the ship. Another cool thing about the Attilio Regolo is that she can carry 40 moored contract mines that can be used to prevent the enemy from going into the zone or to block a key passage between islands. The first Italian light cruiser with cruiser-appropriate guns is also found at rank 3. We're talking about Bartolomeo Collione, a light cruiser armed with 8 152mm cannons in 4 twin mountings and 6 auxiliary 100mm guns in 3 twin turrets. Moreover, she's pretty well protected, with 23mm of armor covering main battery turrets and with 40mm on the tower and turret faces. You also get 8mm of steel on your secondary turrets. We get to rank 4, and there is this beauty waiting for us, the Trentor heavy cruiser. She's a pretty big threat to virtually any other ship with a main battery of 8 203mm cannons in 4 gun turrets, as well as additional 6 turrets housing 100mm cannons in twin mounts. Armor-wise, you get from 70mm on the belt to 100mm on the conning tower and your main caliber guns. And on the very top of the tech tree, at rank 5, we get the Zara Heavy Cruiser. She's armed with 8 203mm guns that can pierce up to 258mm of armor at 10 kilometers. What about armor? No problem here as well. You get from 100mm on the belt to 200mm on your main battery. Moreover, this ship can go at 32 knots, meaning that this Italian heavyweight can easily keep up with the rest of the team. Even though it was the September of 1943 when the war was over for the Italian Navy, Italian ships are still a force to be reckoned with in War Thunder. Tell us, please, what are your favorite ones? Did we mention them in this video? Please tell us in the comments below, because we'd love to know. Bye.